There are so many mothers who do not fit inside a card. The cards usually know exactly what a mother is supposed to be. Soft colors, flowers, a tidy kind of tenderness. A woman standing still inside a role everyone understands. But there are many mothers outside the card. I have known this for years. I am one of them. And there are millions of us, past and present. Some women longed deeply to become mothers. Some became mothers without longing. Some lost children. Some lost themselves for a while. Some stepped into motherhood carrying grief, rage, exhaustion, confusion, instinct, devotion. Sometimes all of it at once. And regardless of how it begins, once you become a mother, you step into something larger than yourself. You step into a symbol. Mother is not a neutral word. The moment the word appears, stories gather around it. Expectations gather around it. Memories gather around it. Projection gathers around it. We are all born from a mother, or separated from one, or searching for one, or resisting one. The tie exists even when it is broken. And because of that, motherhood has always carried enormous symbolic weight. Fairy tales understood this. Not the softened versions, the older ones. The stories were filled with mothers who frightened people, mothers who devoured, mothers who abandoned, mothers who chose one child over another, mothers who became jealous, mothers who longed so desperately for a child that they were willing to bargain with fate itself. In some stories, the mother disappears entirely and leaves behind only hunger or wilderness. And then there are the other mothers, the fierce protectors, the women who descend into darkness to retrieve something, the women who endure, the women who create life while standing close to death. The old stories understood something modern culture often tries to smooth over. The mother is not only gentle, she is creation itself, and creation is not always gentle. Nature is not gentle either. Spring tears things open. Roots split stone. Seeds force themselves upward through cold soil. Animals protect their young with violence if necessary. Giving life has never been a passive act. But modern motherhood is often flattened into something easier to display. Patient, giving, endlessly available, domesticated. Something that fits neatly onto paper once a year. And some mothers look at those images and feel absolutely nothing reflected back. Or worse, they feel accused by them. Because motherhood is sometimes isolation, sometimes ambivalence, sometimes grief, sometimes fracture, sometimes unbearable love, sometimes distance. Sometimes your children see you clearly, sometimes they project onto you everything they cannot carry themselves. And perhaps this has always happened. The symbolic mother becomes a surface people write on. Their longing, their disappointment, their fear, their need. Very little remains untouched. So maybe some of us need different rituals. Quieter ones. Not the public performance, not the perfect lunch reservation, not the polished photograph with matching flowers. Maybe it is enough to go outside, to sit near trees, to touch growing things, to notice how creation keeps happening without asking permission to become beautiful first. The older I get, the more motherhood reminds me of nature itself. Not an image, not a role, a force. Something emotional, creative, destructive, protective, ancient. Something that changes form constantly. And maybe that is why so many women feel estranged from the official version of Mother's Day. Because the official version is often too small for what motherhood actually is. It's too neat, too resolved. Real motherhood leaks outside the frame, into memory, into absence, fear, into devotion, into exhaustion, into strange private rituals no one else sees. So, if you do not fit inside the card this year, you are not alone. There have always been mothers outside the card, quietly carrying entire inner worlds no celebration knew how to name.